Welcome back, my masked mall marauders. I'm sorry for the blindfold. I figured that the entrance to my little house here was not really meant for company. But I figured, since it's been a bit, it'd be time to show you a little bit about where I live. This is my hideout. Let's take a walk down, shall we? Now, because I believe I pre-purchased the game to get this, we have here our nice little domicile. We have our cameras, which will show me the various parts of this, and my access to CrimeNet, which we will be getting jobs from very shortly. This is not going to be the extent of the episode, but my house contains a varying number of very cool things to look at. First off is one of my training rooms. Here we can see the various ways to open doors in the game. Let's put on my mask, because a good robber does not do anything untoward without his mask on. So this symbol means that these kind of wooden doors right here, these have very flimsy locks, so we could just take them out like that. Door swings open. These, however, can too. Now these, nothing. So we've got a number of different options. The drill icon means we could set up our drill. We could saw through with the saw. We could play some C4 and blow it off the hinges. Or we could do what an intelligent robber would do. Grab a key card and get in. Again, we have one more little option here. This is the standard pick option. It's a quiet way to do it. Spend a little time, but in 5 seconds now we will be through this door. No one the wiser. If this were a real heist, that's probably how I'd be opening my doors. And again, easy as pie. Now there's a room to our left here, which I'm not going to show you yet. We're going to save that for last. We have in here the various ways we can open safes, much the same. Practice, as always, drill, pick locks, and C4 are the standard ways. There are a few others that require this little puppy, our thermal lance. But here is where I keep all my gear. From the mask I'm wearing now to the other ones. Oops. To the other ones that I have access to, including my fun spider mask and a couple of Santas. And for some reason the devil. Looking at you. Anyway, and here are the various arrays of guns that I have. Secondary weapons are lying down. Submachine guns, some tricked out pistols, a couple silenced, and my shotguns. And up here are my general weapons. Assault rifle, shotgun, another assault rifle, a light machine gun, which is very fun to use, what I'm using right now, and one of my sniper rifles. Where's my other sniper rifle? There's my other sniper rifle. Right there. Nice little shotgun, nice little silenced assault rifle there. So, we are not fucking around here anymore. Target practice, which I will not be engaging in. And now, for the pièce de résistance of my little home here, ladies and gentlemen. My loot. Our offshore account gets increased with every job we do, generally to about 9/10, well, 90% faster than our on-hand cash reserves, as right now I have $61 million in an offshore account. Wish I could really cash that in so I didn't have to do this anymore. But, on hand, not exactly swimming it in yet, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of room for improvement. But we're not hurting either. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my home. I bid you welcome to it, and may we join each other again here in future. I'm going to pause for the moment until I find a suitable heist. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I was vacillating over what I wanted to do here. And I figured for a little bit more of a tutorial rather than just showing off the game, I would take you through the couple of different ways a heist can be done. For this, we're going to use Firestarter, which is probably one of my favorite contracts to do, simply because it's multiple days, which simply means that it takes a little longer to do, but the payoff at the end is extraordinarily good for the difficulty of it, which is not high, despite the fact that I will just be playing on normal. I have done this on very hard, and though this doesn't show it, I have done it on overkill too, which I will admit sucked. But let's go into it. Yes, buy the contract, and hopefully we will hear Hector's voice very soon.
Hector wants to send a message in quote-unquote blood and fire to the Mendoza cartel as they roll into their private airport. Might be tricky, but I think we can.
Sorry, Bane's voice. And to sort of paraphrase what he said, a little bird told me the Mendozas are flying in more weapons in preparation for the war with Hector. We go to their airport, find the weapons, and take them all or destroy them. Preferably take them, as the money will be great that way. Now, there is a bit of a storyline in this game, though I have never cared enough to follow it. That said, it's fun to have. Now, as I showed you before, there are assets we can purchase, in this case a grenade case, a doctor's bag, an ammo bag, and a better vantage point for sneaking around. I don't want any of these because, frankly, they're not necessary. This is not a hard mission. But I will be taking along my new favorite weapon, the Rattlesnake Sniper Rifle, which I did not have last time. You know what? I'm going to take the R93. It does far more damage, as you can see comparative. The Rattlesnake is on the right here. It does far more damage, though the Rattlesnake does have more ammo capacity and does fire quicker. The R93 is more stable, so I can line up a second shot very quick. Concealment doesn't really matter. This is a sniper rifle, after all. And it's a little more threatening. For secondary weapon, take a good old shotgun, because why not? I'm going to put on a little bit of armor. Now, I'm going to go into this a little later, but armor, as I said in the first video, has various stats that can be used. Its armor rating based on, well, it bases how much you can take hits before you go down, or before health starts being drained. This concealment we will be worrying about more for the second and third parts of this mission than the first. But it affects how quickly your stealth gauge gets filled up to the maximum here. Your speed, obvious. Dodge, honestly, I've never really figured out if this actually plays a part, but it makes sense. When you're wearing lighter armor, you can dodge a little better while you're running. Steadiness affects how easily you can fire your second shot, not your first. And stamina is obvious as well. But because we're not going to get a chance to stealth in this one, or at least not to great effect, we're just going to put on the heaviest piece of armor I got. And let's get on into it.
The Mendozas are going to be busy loading their guns in the warehouse. Go in and hit them fast before they go all Lord of War on you. Get those weapons and destroy them. Once you're in, find the crates and destroy them, or bring them back. You want to do more? Be my guest. The Mendozas are down
So the point of this...
Cut that fence and get those guns.
Yes, thank you, Bane. So the point of this mission, I will show you in just a second after we cut through those ropes. Point of this mission is to get a whole bunch of weapons and either destroy them in there or bring them back up to the truck so we can sell them and get a whole bunch of money. Now, as I say, I could stealth this, at least for a little bit. The fact that I'm already mask on leads me to believe that this will not be greatly successful, and we had somebody excited down there, which I don't want too soon. Instead, I'm going to try to figure out where these weapons are. Now, I can see all the way down there. There are no doors open, so it's not going to be down there. So, let's take a look-see down here. Now, I don't have to worry about sneaking until somebody sees me. I'm not going to be stealthing this. I've already told you that, but I don't want them to get pissed off more, well, sooner than they need to be. And this guy's not going to keep coming, is he? Oh, he turned around. So we have a very simple solution to this. Now, let me ask this guy a question. Yep, and he's down. And let's give one to his buddy. Okay, let's not, because he shot us.
Bite down. The cops are throwing in another gear.
And you can see the effect of my armor there. I didn't actually take any damage because my armor absorbed it all. But now they know we're here, and this is the warehouse I need to be in. So we're going to reload and take these sons of bitches out. Taking a few shots ourselves, but you know what? That's fine. We've bloodied our axes. Dallas and Chains over there are going to join us, and we're going to start emptying the shotgun shells. See, that's another thing that I like about this game. This doesn't have traditional game shotguns, where if you're not within 5 feet, it doesn't really do anything. These shotguns do have a decent range. Anyway, we are going to set some drills here because these will take some time, despite the fact that I do have a little bit of a perk that helps me get it done quicker. Come on. There we go. And we're going to start ferrying out some of these weapons. Now this is mainly the reason why this level has such a great payout, and why it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it solo. But hey, I'm not quite ready to show you co-op gameplay yet, simply because I'm just not. There's a lot of bags to get through, and if you're alone, your AI, Chains and Dallas in this case, won't help you. They're not quite that smart than somebody who's not playing them. You will also notice another difference in the top left specifically, and in the top right. This is a... I'm pointing. Good job, Ronan. This is a mod I downloaded, not an official mod, as it's not supported by Overkill software. Look at you. This is not supported by Overkill software, but it's called HoxHUD. Sorry. If I remember, I'll post a link in the video description. That's essentially a way to make your heists as efficient. Get the fuck away from me. To make your heists as efficient as possible by giving, as you can see, readouts on the times that drills have left until they're finished, or on the top right, how many packages that I talked about are left. And right in the middle there, it shows HP of the target you just shot, which is not something the standard HUD does. It's very, very useful. I'm glad I downloaded it. It doesn't add anything to the game, it just makes it easier to play. And while I'm waiting for those couple of drills, I could be starting to ferry them out, but you know what? I'm just going to do that when this assault that we're in is over with. There was only one weapon up here, so I'm just going to chuck it over. Oh, 2 weapons, because Ronan is blind. Now, assaults, as I said in the first video rather, come in waves. If you kill them all, the wave stops. There will still be cops spawning in between waves, but they are there for a different purpose, let's say. If you have hostages, in between waves is when special forces will come in and try to free them so that you don't have any bargaining chips left. Now, I know that other drill is off, but I want to get these weapons done with. Dallas and Chains can defend the outside. Now, there is a smart way to do this. There are dumb ways to do this, but both can be just as successful. I'm going to start doing one of them now. This method involves, bit by bit, ferrying each one of these through an area that isn't in easy gunshot reach from people assaulting me. When there are more than just me, when there is more than just me playing, good job, Ronan, this is easier and it's quicker, but ferrying the baggage is the most efficient way of making sure you get all the loot you can and you don't get shot in the process. Now, this also serves another purpose, especially when you're on your own. If you're not looking or you're not paying close enough attention to what you're doing, cops will come along and steal your shit. They are not very coply in that behavior. They are pretty easily dissuaded to stop. Usually one gunshot wound will make them drop it, even if it doesn't kill them. Stay still. But yeah, this is the most efficient way. And by the way, I really love this gun. You can see on the bottom left that it's actually silver inlaid. Doesn't help me fire it goddamn straight. Jesus. I'm having an off day today, guys. I'm sorry. So, You know what? I'm just going to stick to the shotgun. Now, you may have noticed, I think I did use this in our Mall Crashers heist. You will notice that my total ammo count is less. That's because I decided to put a special bit of ammunition in here. There was a new DLC released 2 weeks ago, I think, which allows, first of all, a greater variety of shotguns to be purchased, but also a greater variety of ammunition to be used. I decided to load this shotgun up with slug shells. Slug shells, if you do not know the difference, rather than firing a bunch of little balls called shot inside each shell, a slug is essentially just one giant bullet, and it uses the force of a shotgun to propel it. Now, in game terms, this is an excellent opportunity to show you what it does. We just saw a shield. Now, for right now, he's not screwing with me, so I don't feel like shooting him yet. But we actually have two weapons. We have our sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are very, very useful because they will allow you to shoot through a shield, meaning you can take them down a little easier. Love the shotgun. Little note of advice to anybody wishing to play Payday 2. Get yourself this shotgun. It's the Locomotive, I think 12 gauge. Little lag there. It's a Locomotive 12 gauge. It is probably one of the best shotguns in this game, if not the best sidearm in this game. It's very accurate, does a good whopping amount of damage, and you can see it just got 2 headshots right there. I wasn't particularly aiming for them. I love this weapon. Anyway, the shotgun, when loaded with slug rounds, this is also true for any shotguns, even the primary weapon shotguns, will punch through the thick armor of a shield and make them less annoying to deal with, though it does still take 4 or 5 shots sometimes, depending on the damage of the shotgun. But we're still doing the boring thing and ferrying these bags around. So hopefully you guys can hear the music in the background. I didn't do sound test this time because I guess I'm just, lazy. So hopefully you can hear the sound. I'll check it for next time. Worst comes to worst. And when did I... Oh, yeah, that's why I took that amount of damage. Never mind. Come on, Dallas Chains. Watch my back. Oh, another thing. Laser sight. Doesn't anybody need a laser sight on their shotgun? If you think you don't, I wholeheartedly disagree with you. And also, just because, I don't want you guys to not know what I'm doing. Good time to think this through. Rather than using my normal sights, these, I attached angled sights to this sniper rifle. This means this sniper rifle is now useful in any situation. If I'm inside, I have short-range scope. If I'm outside, I have medium-range scope. Sight, Ronin. This is why the sniper rifle is possibly my favorite upgrades to this game. Long range, good amount of damage. In normal mode, I could be using the other sniper rifle. It certainly does enough damage for whatever's going to come out. And I really don't know why this is. I have better accuracy with this thing. I don't know why. And Dallas can hold his own there. Here's another thing about the AI. They may be stupid, and don't let anybody tell you that playing the game solo, especially with this many things to steal, is easy or particularly fun. But they will make it playable. They will pick your ass up if you get shot. And speaking of shield, let's demonstrate the sniper rifle's capability there and drop that shield. Let's do it with shotgun. As soon as my armor regenerates, but fortunately we tag the shield so we can still see him. 1, 2 shots, and he's down. I love the shotgun. Hello, you. Under acrobatics there. That's actually another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Overkill, from what I've seen of them, hello, guys. Overkill software does like to seem like it's realistic with, people flailing and doing that little funky spin if they get shot with a particularly powerful shotgun. When in reality, this is not exactly a very realistic situation. In this heist alone, I've killed 31 people with a sniper rifle, and the cops don't really seem to want to change their tactics. Depending on what city you live, this might or may not be realistic. In Cleveland, it is not decidedly realistic. Take a chance. Or Dallas, wherever that was. Hello, you. Look at you hiding. So this is probably going to be a bit of a longer video. As I said, I chose this heist because of its length and because of its ability to show us a few different things about the game. I'm not going to break this up into a couple episodes because why should I? It's one heist, one video. Hi. You deserve hacks.
Gonna be a lot of early retirement forms filed today. Now, make what you did count.
Yes, thank you, Bane. He's essentially telling us, if you didn't hear that, to get our asses in gear and get everything to the van. Another benefit of... God damn it. There we go. Another benefit of Hoxhud is if I tab, I can see on the right-hand side all our specifics. For example, spending cash on the bottom right tells us how much applicable loot we will be getting. That is very useful when determining whether a heist is actually valuable or worth its time. I have done this first section with some particularly decent friends online in about 10 minutes. It's really just because I'm doing this solo that it's taken this long. But you can easily clear... You can easily clear 200 grand take home in 10 minutes solo. Granted, you still have to do the rest of the missions, but hey. Now we start the laborious process of getting everything up to the van. Our very, very inconspicuous van. See, 71 grand to our loot just from one batch of weapons. And that's one AK, by the way. If you're interested, it actually does cost several times more than that to purchase one to use in the game. So, why we don't just steal one of these AKs, I don't know. But hey, we are polite robbers after all. We do our jobs. Dink. Okay. Hello. Thank you, phone. One of these days I'm going to get pro enough to remember to turn off my phone while I'm recording. Okay, who's over there? No one I care to talk to. And you know what? I'm gonna drop an ammo bag, which is one of my perks. I can actually drop spare ammo because I don't feel like running out of ammo, and we're close to done, but not quite there. My accuracy is not great. Again, thank you, phone. You know, let's do it like this. Ow, god damn. So I just got dropped, because I suck. Essentially, somebody did enough damage to me to drop me, and as I said, the AI will pick me up.
What happened to you? You don't look too good.
But that was a very poor showing on my part with the shotgun, I will admit. So let's try this again. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Shield!
So you know how annoying fetch quests are in an RPG? This is essentially a fetch quest. Ow, fucker.
Cops are pulling back!
You should feel good. I know I do. You're making good progress, so get cracking.
Now, as much stick as I give this game, it is really a fun game, and there's a reason that I'm playing it. Even solo, this is actually pretty fun. I'm not normally an FPS gamer. I can hold my own on them, but as you can see, my accuracy kind of sucks. There's a reason I'm playing this, because it is quite fun. And it's very cathartic. I mean, that's 52 cops down. I live in Cleveland. And however boring this may seem, it really isn't, because I'm still, I get into my games. That's why I do like role-playing games. I can picture myself just kind of running around with an assault rifle, liberating all this weaponry. That might be the creepiest thing I've said today. Now we can get on to the business of finishing up this mission. I'm going to steal everything, because frankly, I want money. I don't have anything to use it for yet, but hey. We're robbing people. Why go halfway? Now, we could have technically gone at any time after I got 6 bags in the car, but I'm greedy, so we got all of those. And take-home cash is now up to 241 grand, and we're gone. And we don't earn really anything yet, except for a little bit of experience just for the day's work, but you can see our cash doesn't change for today.
Well executed. Guns destroyed and Hector is informed. Let's cash in.
69% accuracy, not bad. But I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see what happened with my phone. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to the next day. Providing the game won't slow.
Now Hector tells me we need to hit the Mendozas themselves for information. Where they keep their money, in fact. Lucky for us, someone in the Mendoza cartel gave up info that they're being investigated by the FBI. So all we need to do is hit the local FBI office handling the cartel to get the data. And yes, I know. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
So, this little ghosty icon down here says that it is possible to stealth this mission. You might have seen there were a lot of guards in the airport in the room that I needed to be in, and it was very unlikely, though technically possible, that I could have stealthed that. So that is actually what we're trying to do here. As always, we have our normal assets. There's one I can't unlock because of just the career path that I've chosen in this game, which gives us some automatic detection on the guards in there. But we're going to go into detection here. Each one of my guns, as you can see on the bottom right there, has a concealment rating. Obviously, sniper rifle, heavy machine gun, light machine gun, not very concealable, but an SMG, pretty concealable. My assault rifle, believe it or not, pretty concealable. AK, not so much. Shotgun, not so much. AUG, not so much. But I've tricked out the 5.53. We're going to be taking that. Now, for a backup weapon, I need something silenced. Now, generally, I'd be taking the Deagle, but I need to maximize concealment here, and a Deagle is not exactly concealable. So we're going to be taking our good old Crosskill 45 here, because it just has a silencer on it. Gonna keep with the Tomahawk, the cool weapon that I found. I didn't go into this, actually. Let's go into this now. There were a few things I unlocked. A couple different knives with varying degrees of efficacy. You can see damage, and in parentheses, that's charge damage. Each one of these can be charged up and then used to increase their damage. I've also unlocked a machete, which does far more charge damage, but I tend not to charge them up. They're really quick strike for me, so I'm not using it. Just a little show-offy type of thing, including a telescopic baton and a shovel, which I will be going into in another in another heist that I will do. As I say, I'm probably going to go through all of these. Now, for armor, I am not as confident as I probably should be with my stealth capabilities, despite how this character is spec'd out. So I am going to be cutting a little bit of an even here, and getting myself a little extra armor. Now my detection risk goes up to a minimum 10, which means that when I was starting to get detected, the little twin lines that appeared in the center of the screen going up to 100%, the fact that my detection risk is 10 means it starts at 10% detection and goes up quickly from there. It may be a second or maybe 2 seconds, but those are valuable seconds. So let's get into it.
The FBI temp office is across the street. Sneak inside, get me access to their server room, and see what other Mendoza info is lying around. I don't think I need to mention what happens if you get found out.
No, you don't, Bane. Now,
Can't believe we're breaking into the FBI. You guys get inside, quietly. Please. Check your options, boys. Going full frontal might sting badly.
thank you, Bane. Now that was obviously the only stealthy way to get in here, and what I've done is marked the guard. So, like any other first-person shooter with a little bit of a stealth characteristic to it, marking allows you to track a target better. Now this is actually not good at all. I've got a camera pointed right at the door. Now the guards are not stupid. They are not stupid. Let's not get seen. If I shoot out this camera, they're going to notice the next time they pass, and this is not going to be a quick journey. So let's see what other options can present themselves. We've got a door here that can be easily picked with some stairs up the stairs, but it's decently guarded, and there's a camera pointing at the door. Now, what other options do we have? Well, we have the front entrance, and anybody who's ever played any stealth-based game knows that front entrance tends not to be the best option. But we have a side door here. Now, the side door is protected by a camera, but I doubt anybody's going to be patrolling here. So I can take out that camera, being pretty sure that no one is going to notice. Now, in some missions, like the next one we're going to encounter... Hello? Camera.
Okay, good. Let's find that server room.
Alright, now I gotta kind of be quick here. This is a bad place for that camera to spawn, and I need to get around a corner pretty quick. That's a metal detector. This didn't work out so well. So we're gonna actually go around to the other side and just try to dart around the first camera before it can detect us. Anyway, in some missions, if you shoot out a camera, there's somebody watching those cameras who will come to investigate why their funky camera isn't working anymore. That can be used to lure up the guards, but it is not generally a good idea if you do not have friends. Alright, we got somebody down there, and the camera that I knew would be there. So we just dashed by. It's not a big thing if it sees a little bit of you for reasons. Hello. He's going to see us, so we got to take him out quick. Now, fortunately, there's no camera looking at us here.
Sorry,
Fuck.
I forgot about this pager. Over.
That was particularly unlucky. As was that. Okay, so we got to do this loud. That is not what I hoped would happen.
That's the door. Get inside.
I had hoped that I was going to be able to stealth that. It was not to be. If I had been, decent at what I'd done and a little luckier, I would have been able to get up here.
Get the next door.
Bane would have had special instructions to me to... I'm not going to spoil it. I might try a stealth-only run in the near future. Bane might have had some instructions for me for turning off that security alarm, but it wasn't meant to be. So, that's why I brought armor. No, I don't feel like talking about that. Alright. Sometimes in here, like that, we have loot from a previous heist, which for some reason was confiscated. There could be guns, cocaine, whatever. It is particularly unlucky that there's gold in there, because gold is very valuable, and I gotta determine if it's worth making my way outside to the van to drop it off and then going back in here. Yes, thank you. So this is another... God damn it. Fortunately, Hawk's HUD is up there to tell me that this drill is being a piece of shit. Yes, thank you. What I'm doing now is essentially scouting out. There might be a quicker way to do this in here. And I'm not going to waste submachine gun ammo, and I'm going to take it out. Nope. Sometimes there's a safe right here with the keycard in it, and since I can pick locks within reason, for, you know, unless they're plot significant, I would be able to get the keycard and save us 80 seconds. Woot, but it matters. As it is, I'm just going to kind of hole up, for lack of a better term. I need to be around here in case this drill malfunctions, because that's another thing Chance and Hoxton down there aren't going to do. Plus, there's really nothing that's going to interest me. I could go get that gold, or make a priority of it. I'm probably not going to. Oh dear, loot is being unaccounted for. Yes, I know. It's going to be okay. God, hello, guys. Now, I do have a slight bone to pick with this game. It's kind of standard practice if you're playing with somebody who wants to do this mission a certain way, i.e. all stealth or something like that. It's traditional to, if you screw it up, for everybody to get themselves killed so you can just restart. They never drop my health that quick when I'm trying to get killed. Ow! Fucker. Let's have a grenade with you guys. It worked, and we have an axe for you. And like any good robber, we always carry our grenades on us, don't we, children? Yes. Now, because I don't intend on holding up anywhere else, just in case, we're going to drop the ammo back here. It doesn't hurt us if we don't. It doesn't hurt us if we do. Despite the fact that they drop convenient 5.56 rounds. Which is apparently what every gun fires.
FBI sure knows security. Get that barrier open.
Now, had I done this stealthy, this barrier wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have to drill through it and waste 200 seconds. Again, bad tidings, children. Yeah, screw it. Let's go. Get that gold. Let's not, because my aim is very bad when people are shooting. Alright. It's in between assaults. Now, if I'm ever going to do it, is when I'm going to do it. We got 200 seconds.
More units. More guns coming your way, gang.
They still have contact up there, because I can hear them. Now, also, I didn't go into this, but every mission, almost every mission in this game, has an element of randomness to it that I absolutely love. For example, when I was lamenting the fact that there... Hi, guys. You watching the camera for me? When I was lamenting the fact that there... Okay, that was poorly timed. Fortunately, bulletproof glass, though they don't seem to know that. When I was lamenting that there was a camera there, there isn't always a camera there. Sometimes on our running approach, which is obviously the most stealthy way that we could do this, there are gates that we have to cut through. Or rather, chain link fence that we have to cut through. Not always. It's really entertaining, the randomness that's associated. I'm not going to go get that gold. I don't care that much. And sometimes this is downstairs, sometimes it's across the map over that way, or over that way. It's very much one of the... Hi, sniper. Guess what? You don't want to be in short range when you're a sniper. That is very much against your body armor's principles. Anyway, randomness is a great part of this game, just like any roguelike, just like any... any dungeon crawler, really, past Diablo. Ow. Now, despite the fact that I was really favoring this submachine gun in my first video, I have fallen out of love with it. It does some decent damage because I've upgraded it to do so, but its accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. There were a couple of headshots that I really should have had right there. Hi. God, I'm getting torn up here. This is why you generally want to stealth as much as possible in this game. About a year ago, I think they increased the difficulty by making more cops spawn, giving them better damage, and generally making it a harder game because people were blowing through it, and the developers noticed. So they decided to say screw you and live up to their overkill name. Hence bulldozers, who we have had the fortune not to see yet. Yeah. Oh, hey, this is like... Gotta have that on. 53 seconds, children. We can get going. You get an axe. You get shot. That hurt. I'm likely going to go down again on our way out here. That number in the middle of my life bar in the bottom right here, again, I gotta stop pointing. My life bar there with the number 2, that's how many more times I can go down before I'm just instantaneously captured, rather. This is very Left 4 Dead-ish. If you remember, three in caps and you're black and white or monochrome, and then you go down, and you're dead. It's much the same way. You can be released by various methods, which I will not be able to show you in single player, but I will be doing some multiplayer. Probably in the foreseeable future. In which I almost certainly will drop.
Alright, you got it. Let's get out of here.
Now this server, and I'm going to fill up on ammo before I leave. This server that I'm carrying is heavy as shit, apparently, so it's actually slowing down my running speed, which with as little health and armor as I have, as you can see, I've dropped again. As little health and armor as I have is not quite a good thing.
You look a little rough.
Thank you, Oxton. For some reason, he's injecting me with a thing. So let's see if we can do this. I will be actually going out the front door. No, I'm not. I'm going out the side door. Doesn't make that much of a difference, but there's generally fewer people watching the side door, and we're going out in an assault. This is not smart, children. Don't do this at home. Do they have snipers? Or a cloaker? Here's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get to show you cloakers because I haven't played on the difficulty that requires it yet, at least for you guys. Cloakers are motherfuckers. You will learn to hate them. Cloakers. But we got it. We're done. We're leaving.
It's pretty hot out there. In fact, I would bet you are more wanted than Mendoza now. Hector will probably think we're behind it, not being stupid. Let's just fix this bank and burn the Mendoza money ASAP. We can find new identities after.
And we move on to the last portion of our mission, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the place, people. This bank here holds all the Mendoza capital north of the border. Little old grandmothers walk right by their blood money every day. Hidden in plain sight, Hector says. At least 100 million in black cash. What you're gonna do is go in, control the crowd, get into the vault without the alarms going off, then set a fire, and film yourself doing it. Hector wants it that way.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to burn a whole bunch of money, because that's what good looters do. This one, I will be buying an asset, because it actually makes it a little easier, but I can't. Never mind. I don't want any of those. I'm not going to be so worried about detection here, because I will be detected. This is not one I like to do solo. So I'm actually going to take a light machine gun, a lot of armor, and my deagle. there's one part that...
Rusty Bank is up ahead. Go in, find the vault, blaze the money, video the whole thing, get out. FBI is on the highest alert, so make it quick and clean. Let's do it.
There is one part, sorry, Bane, that I do want to stealth for as long as I can, and that's this part, just simply because it makes it easier for all of us. And generally a little quicker. So I'm just going to make my way, because I am not in mask yet. This might be one of the first times I've seen this to you, or shown this to you. This guy has no idea, despite the fact that I'm carrying a light machine gun, a big fucking pistol, and I'm wearing full body armor. No one has any idea what we're about to do. The main exception being, if you're wearing outlandish body armor like I was, cameras will notice you and guards will notice you. Guards will notice you very quickly, but people generally won't. And we're actually going to pick up, before we do anything, some boards. These boards will help us later. You'll see. Now there is a certain reliance for this game on using the same level in multiple ways, utilizing the randomness. Fuck you. Utilizing the randomness of this game, or the potential randomness, to change how the game is played, or the mission is played. This one is set in, essentially, bank job, which is the name of another contract territory. The point of this mission is generally just to get into the vault, get the loot, get out. The fact that this is the third mission, Firestarter, implements a slight change. Through this door is the turn-off to a security system. So we're actually going to have to either get the key card or drill through that and hope no one notices. Because if we set the thermal drill that Bane is talking about there without doing this, we will get shocked, and if we weren't noticed like that... Why did I bring the pistol again? I have an axe. Anyway, if we weren't noticed like that, we would be. Because if you're shocked, you can't hold on to your trigger finger, and you end up firing quite a lot. Now we're just going to let that work. There are a total of, I believe, 4 guards here. I don't think I'm going to be successful in getting everybody down and successfully stealthing this mission. I'm going to try, just for the fuck of it. Fuck it. I don't care how portable these drills are. They break twice a minute. That's really fucking annoying. Now, generally, there is a choice one has to make. Quit playing. Really? Yeah, fuck. He fired and essentially pulled a knife on me, so there goes the stealth portion of this game. Doesn't change what we have to do. We still have to wait for this. But that's really, really annoying. And I lost track of what I was going to say. Yeah, I lost track of what I was going to say. Never mind. So again, this thermal drill is heavy. We're going to use this 18 seconds or so to try to get it to the vault door so we can make the most efficient job we can here. Despite the fact that we already fucked it up. Good. As we said, I'm not going to start drilling yet because I don't want to get shocked and waste precious, precious LNG ammo. And this is what we wanted.
There's an extraction team coming for the civilians. Stay sharp. Let them know you're running it.
Apparently Bane wants us to kill people. I have no problem with this, Bane. So we're going to set up the thermal drill. It's going to drill through. We've got 300 seconds. About 5 minutes. And here come the cops. And this is what boards are for. They're not permanent. But they will help us not get shot if we need some downtime. I saw a few other board piles that I'm going to go pick up. Here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Put one here. Fuck you. there's anything over here. Probably just going to hold up for 5 minutes after I collect some sweet, delicious mice. Was there anything upstairs? I don't remember. Nope. Okay. So that's about all the boards I was going to use. If there was one more in easy reach, I'd go get it. But, not that bothered. Is there a safe? No, there's no safe. So this key card is placed like an inch. Had it been with the bank manager, I could have done this. Could have done... No, through the door. All right, thank you. Could have done this. Security room is right here. There's a guy in security room. He received an axe to the face. That guy controls those cameras. If this was still stealth and he dies, we don't have to worry about those anymore. So we can just walk around and do whatever we please without having to worry about the cameras automatically calling the cops. It was not meant to happen. So instead, we've just got to kill a whole lot of motherfuckers. Before you comment on, Ronan, why are you not aiming down the sights? Well, let me show you. This is aiming down the sights. For some reason, you see over by where my laser is, see that iron sight there? That's apparently a fake iron sight. It doesn't actually work. Hello. Goodbye. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with these sons of bitches. As I was going to say, we are going to have to deal with these sons of bitches assaulting us and essentially being a nuisance. Now, they did a real prick thing. See that vent there? They poured gas in there. If we move within the radius of that fog, we get hurt. That severely restricts our mobility here. So if I have to go out front to do something, I gotta go all the way around that. Trust me when I tell you... Hi, guys. Trust me when I tell you, that is annoying as all hell. And it is not fun to have to run through that. On the plus side, it could have been worse. We got off the van over there. Just think about what would have happened if we had to go that way. And they put the vent, or they put the gas in here. Literally no cover. It's a quick headshot, and it's got around upstairs. I love this deagle. I might actually take the silencer off and keep using this. Before I reset my character, not to boast or anything, but the deagle that I was using, for a couple of days, every weapons upgrade that I got, for some reason, was for the deagle. So I had extras of a whole lot of stuff. It had a long barrel, it had a silencer on it that didn't restrict its damage, had all sorts of gubbins on it that made it a real awesome gun. I don't have any of those yet. My weapon upgrades have been spread throughout pretty much everything, and those are random just like almost everything else in this game. Anybody else? Good. Anybody coming down the stairs? Good. Anybody by my truck? Good. And this is another one where if I felt like it, while I watched the money burn, I could be picking some safes. I might do. Just to get one extra bit of loot. Yeah. This gate is not always there. This adds a minute, 151 seconds to our wait time. You know what? No civilians. Have a good day. That is one of the easiest ways to stagger a shield when you're alone. It did blow off the boards. I really don't care at this point. most of the mission's done. So we've just got to survive here. And I figure that this drill fucking sucks. They can hold them off. Yes, you can. Not me. This is why, by the way, I brought the light machine gun. A lot of close confined quarters, and a lot of rounds. They can take care of most things. I can take care of the big clusterfucks, like what we saw over here, with the people that magically disappeared. Hello, friends. I think the police chief is using... God fucking damn it, Drill. I think the police chief is using the cops wrongly. They seem to be charging into my bullets. Oh, you're trying to flank me, are you? Well, I don't think that worked out so well for you. Hello. Anybody else? I know there's somebody coming. I've got a friend for you.
That was a hell of a beating you just handed out.
Hello.
Let me give you a tip. Do that again.
Yoink. Fucking drill. Let's go put this somewhere useful.
Okay, the cops, they just stepped up their efforts. Time for units incoming.
Now let's go put these boards somewhere useful. Like right here, for example. Believe it or not, this thing is not the most damaging weapon that I have with fully automatic capabilities. That actually belongs to my AK, which does about a third more damage than this does. But I like the ammo capacity. And we're in. Cool. So set up camera, and get ready to burn some sweet loot. It's a pity, ladies and gentlemen. A goddamn pity. But while this burns, might as well pick some locks, see what there is to find here. Now because I have a perk that allows me to pick faster, this is significantly less of a pain in the ass. Yeah, right back there, Chance? Yeah, you're right. That is useless to me. Come on. Somebody's got to be hiding some money. Alright, jewels, that's something. We got nothing better to do, right, ladies and gentlemen? Might as well. Metals, useless. Guys. Hit. Ah, fuck you. I hate those flashing grenades. Oh. You have friends. So despite flash grenades, you can still pick locks. Keep that inside you. It's okay. I don't want it.
Okay, that's enough.
Alright. I could stay and search a whole bunch of these... Ow. Fire hurts. I could search a lot of these safe deposit boxes and try to find some extra loot. I don't need it. This is just for this mission. On easy. Oh. We're leaving. In the middle of an assault, because that's what smart people do. Hi, guys. Light machine gun. You hear that? Light machine gun. Let's go. And we did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hector got the footage. I'm told he laughed long and hard. And now the FBI looks impossibly incompetent, which takes a lot of heat off of us. Great work.
Look at this money.
The FBI
That wasn't that hard.
now scrambling.
We got 243 grand for not that hard. And yes, I do only have 3.7 million on
You've
hand.
done phenomenally well.
That's okay. 64 kills, and the cops are no smarter. So we enter our payday, get to choose our random loot. See what we get. Shark teeth. Ooh. This is an upgrade for our shotguns, which I might just show you. See if I have a shotgun for which a modification would help. And we're back at the main menu. This is, by the way, the mask I'm using right now. Feral mech. Well, let's go into our inventory here. Now, let's see if we can modify this. Compared to the King's Crown compensator that I've got right now, this would increase damage by 5, lessen accuracy, but increase stability, meaning I can line up a second shot quicker. This is a shotgun. It is not made to be accurate, and this one is just using buckshot. I'm going to put that on. Cost some money to do, but that's okay. And this is our shotgun now. Awesome compensator. Long-ass shotgun. Devastating. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for me to wrap up this, hopefully a little longer episode. Sorry for the short Shadowrun video last time. But I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to say goodnight, and hopefully see you in the next heist. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.